What is going on, everybody? Nick Costa here, and welcome to this video lesson on groove number 8 from the 8th note pattern section of the groove library from the Zildjian drum set method. In this video, you're going to learn groove number 8, and once you get a little more familiar with it, you're then going to see some examples on how you can move your dominant hand to various sections of the kit in order to shape the groove a bit. I'm excited to get into this with all of you, so let's get started. Now, in order to play groove number 8, you're going to take groove number 6 and get rid of the bass drum on the end of beat 1. Continue to play that dominant hand in a steady 8th note subdivision and your non-dominant hand on the snare drum on beats 2 and 4. So if you haven't done so already, dominant hand heads over to the ride cymbal, non-dominant hand is on the snare drum. Now, in order to play this groove, you're going to play the bass drum and the ride cymbal together on beat 1. You're then going to play the ride cymbal by itself on the end of beat 1. You will then play both of your hands on beat 2, followed by the ride cymbal again by itself on the end of beat 2. Play the ride cymbal again by itself on beat 3, and then the bass drum and ride cymbal together on the end of beat 3. You will then play both of your hands on beat 4, followed by the ride cymbal by itself on the end of beat 4. Now, in order to get familiar with this groove, let's go ahead and take it nice and slow. Play along with me for the next 16 measures at 60 BPM. 1, 2, ready, and... Alright, so now that you've had an opportunity to get familiar with the groove, let's go ahead and try it again. Play along with me once again for 16 measures, but this time we're going to increase the tempo to 75 BPM. 1, 2, ready, and... Alright, so now that you've had that opportunity to play your dominant hand on the ride cymbal, let's bring it over to the hi-hat. Once again, you're going to play along with me for the next 16 measures. This time, however, the tempo is going to be 85 BPM. 1, 2, ready, and... Alright, so now that you've had that opportunity to play your dominant hand on both the ride cymbal and the hi-hat, start to experiment and move that dominant hand to various sections of the kit to help shape the groove a bit more. Now this is the part of the lesson where you get to work on your improvisational and musicianship skills. And although I want you to be creative and come up with your own ideas, here are just a few examples to get you started. 1, 2, ready, and... Okay, so to recap, in this video lesson, you learned groove number 8 from the 8th note pattern section of the groove library from the Zildjian drum set method. Now, if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below, and either myself or someone from Zildjian will try and help out in any way that we can. And while you're here on the Zildjian Learning Zone YouTube channel, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, as well as the bell notification. That way you're notified of any additional content that gets uploaded to the channel. Finally, if you haven't done so already, I highly recommend that you check out the educational section of Zildjian's website. There you're going to find a ton of helpful content for either yourself or that drummer in your life progress in their journey. And that is it. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Hopefully you've gotten something from it. And until next time, see you later.